It's a little bit awkward to work with the cake donuts because they are on this side and my rack is on the other side. Would be good if we have it nicely section-wise put on it. Now I only take two off right now. You just take them, put them right onto the wire, and then you place it into the fat. They will go down with the fat first, and then slowly will move up. You can watch it as they're coming up. Now if they would get stuck to the metal, they're not making it up there. As well as you have designed too much on the bottom side of your donut. Now we have to wait. They're swimming nicely. There are two spoons. They have been used for the fat already. You remember those? We use them in chocolate as well, but the other way around. Now, we have spoons here, but they are half the size. If you want to work with the fat, and you have it right like this, and you want to move your donuts around, it's a risk with it that you eventually get burned. That means I have those two. They're good for every person that wants to go through here and turn the donuts. So we always have to wait a little bit. You see they're browning already. Get them a little bit further, closer in the front. You can see that they get a little bit color on the outside, on the bottom, but not ready yet. So we'll have to wait a little bit longer. It's cracking just a little bit on the top here. The other one is a little bit on the other side. That's what you most of the time see from one side of the cake donuts. You do have here in the crackers, you know, the baking powder produces a lot of CO2. It's going to push it up. Where should it go? If those donuts had built a little bit of a skin, it's sealed up, so it'll crack it here and there. Now if you overwork the dough, it cracks more on the top, but also on the sides all around. Now we can turn it. See, they look already like a donut?
Yep.
We got to make sure that we get the same color on the other side too. Then we turn it again, and we turn it again before they come out. That's what we're going to do with the yeast-raised donuts as well. Why do we turn it so many times? Even frying, even heating process, all right? Even though it's cooling off on the top, and when we turn it, it has to regain some temperature. The temperature is supposed to run into the center of the product, so we just push it in a little bit further. Same as what Ms. Ventura does in the kitchen with the meat. When she has to saute steak, you usually have it on one side, then you turn it over. Eventually you turn it again and turn it again. Isn't it like that? No? You just turn it once?
That's what they say, you don't want to flip it more than once because then it screws.
It would be nice, but not when you want to have it. I forgot to say, not when you want to have it well done. Alright? When you want to have it well done, it would get too dark.
Yeah, you have to.
And therefore, you turn it a few times, not to let it get too brown on the outside. That's what we do too here. So, we should be able to turn them again. Because every time that the colorization will take place, and it's a caramelization that takes place, and we let it cool off, a higher temperature has to be reached in order to go for browner color, a browner color. Always takes a little bit of time. Alright, and that's why we turn it a few times. Alright? Second time doesn't take that long anymore. See, it cracks a little bit. This one actually cracks nice and evenly, and this one a little bit on one side only. I don't want to have black either. We'll turn them. This fat was used before. We added, 1-2 gallons to it? About that. Just to bring it up to the level. And it expanded quite a bit, didn't it? Mm-hmm. All right? So, you can put the spoons right in here if you don't use them. Once the donuts are done, just a second longer. Got to make sure that they internally fried as well, heated correctly, so we don't have to serve the halfway baked donuts. You want to make a picture there. All right. Take the donuts out. Let them drip off a little bit, and the handles, watch out that they don't land in the fat. See, they don't run into it the top down, unless you have them upside down, but eventually the way they design them, they could fall into the fat. Alright? So watch out that you don't burn yourself. See, they are done. If you want to break one to see if it's baked inside, they are. Alright? So now you can put them on a sheet pan. Watch out, they could be warm when you transfer them over. I know you don't like to be exposed to that type of heat, but get used to it. The faster you put the glaze on it, the better it is. Alright? All the cake donuts, they go all at one shot in our, it's on the floor, but I don't want to have it anywhere else.
You got the glaze.
They go all at one shot into the frying pan. For the yeast raised donuts, we take basically 1.5 trays, fry them, and then the rest of it. Because all of them don't fit. Alright? Can we start?
Yes.
I will